Um, I do apologize for the lighting. Um, I don't know where my other lamp went, so my light's a little dim. Sorry. Um, so the reason why I am doing this video right now is because yesterday, my husband and I got some bad news. So, before he came home, he went to go see his cardiologist, um, which is the heart doctor, because he had a doctor's appointment. So on the way home, he actually called me and told me that when he got home that we needed to talk. And usually when he says that, I know that something's going on because um, I could tell something was wrong. So when he came home, uh, he took an anxiety med and I took an anxiety med. He told me to sit down and said that we needed to talk. So he was, what we found out is that he has to have heart surgery and that, so basically, if he doesn't have heart surgery, he'll die. And if he does have heart surgery, there may be a chance that he won't make it off the table. So, when he told me that, uh, I didn't know what to think at that point. I had a lot of mixed feelings, mostly shock, because I didn't know what to think mostly. Uh, and I think mostly because he is known for 2 hours, he knew for 2 hours. And I think he was mostly in shock as well. But basically, he got the news before me. So, I mean, I know that it's not going to be for a few months because the doctors need to figure out like when to do it and prepare for it and all that. Well, we're supposed to sit tight here and go on with our lives like nothing's happening. And I'm sorry, I can't do that. Uh, I just can't. Without constantly thinking about it, I can't do that. It's always gonna be on my mind, no matter what, because he's my husband, he is my soulmate, and if anything happens to him, I don't know what I'll do. He is not just my husband, but he is also my best friend. And And I know that he's freaking out probably more than me because, this is his surgery. He's the one going to be going under the knife. So that part I do know. Um, and I know that he's feeling a lot of mixed feelings right now. And, me too. I mean, a lot of people say, think positive thoughts and, things will be okay. So I remember, having the conversation, with him. So basically, um, Jason and I both have the same heart condition. The only difference between my heart condition and Jason's heart condition is that his is a lot worse than mine. And we both got them differently. Me, I got mine from an infection. Him, he got his because he got punched in the chest by somebody. And after being punched in the chest, giving him the heart attack, uh, not that just only that he had a heart attack, he had AFib, and now with the AFib, now he's got heart failure. So when he went to the doctors, um, that's when he found out he needed the surgery. But Jason's been in the hospital more than once because of heart issues. Jason's had two cardiac eversions, the same thing I had, which they shock your heart back into rhythm. The only difference with his, the only difference is mine took mine's back in rhythm. So mine's being controlled by medications and other stuff. Jason's had the cardiac eversion twice. And he's still having issues with his heart being in control. Basically, what it is that so you know how your heart beats normally, so that his heart's doing like one heart part is going fast, the other part, is going the normal rhythm. And so um they had shocked it back into rhythm. But now his heart is doing the same thing mine was doing, which is going like really, really fast and trying to slow it down is what they're trying to do now. The only difference is that the cardiac inversion worked on me, but it doesn't work on Jason because, like I said, his heart condition is completely different than mine. He has heart failure, and plus he has a different AFib than me. Uh, So that's also what makes things difficult. Um, and so when I talk to my caseworker and when I talk to my counselor about it, and they asked me what I needed from them, and I said, I don't know because I'm still trying to wrap my head around everything and not knowing what's going on. Um, Also makes things hard. Uh, I want, I don't know what I want. For one thing, I do want him to be okay. That's what I do know. I'm trying to distract myself and like doing my videos and uh, working on videos, working on my art stuff, working on like Kofi video that I told you guys about. Um, I'm just trying to figure out other things to do to keep my mind occupied, but I'm still trying to figure things out. And it's not helping. Um, I'm trying to not think about it, but the more I try not to think about it, the more I think about it. And I know it's perfectly normal to have the feelings that we're having right now. Like, I know he's scared. I know that, he's trying to act like he's fine, but I know that he's nervous. I mean, I would be too. I mean, I know that, like I said too, that it's a couple of months away, so we shouldn't worry about it until the time comes. Once the time comes and we do go to the hospital and before the surgery, that is the time we should worry. But it's hard for me not to. I'm having, like I said, I'm having all kinds of mixed feelings because number one, like I said, he's my husband. Number two, he's my best friend, and I cannot imagine my life without Jason. I mean, I know he says he will be fine. The doctors at the hospital have done this about a dozen times. Most of them have success rates, so I shouldn't have to worry. But I can't help it but worry. I mean, so yes, if everything comes out good from sorry, the surgery. I'm sorry you guys are going lopsided. I need to put something else onto you. If everything goes good from the surgery, I think it's just gonna take him a couple of hours. Um, so I do, sorry, I do pray that everything goes well. Uh, and I hope for him to have a speedy recovery and all that. But if things go bad, you know, if things go bad, they're gonna have to sedate me because I don't know if I would be able to handle the bad news. Um, like I said, I don't know if I'll be able to handle the bad news because, he's my best friend, he's my husband, and he's my whole entire world. And living without him in my living without him would be hard for me to do. I'd probably be alone for the rest of my life because I wouldn't want to meet anyone else. Because, like I said, he's my soulmate and he's the best one I'll ever have. And I'd rather have him than no one at all. Uh, he's the only special someone in my life. And so that's why I pray and hope that he does make it out of the surgery. I do hope that things work out for him. And I do uh, wish him the best of luck when he goes to surgery. And I do hope that everything goes well with him. But if it doesn't, I know that I'm going to be there when he goes in for surgery. I want to be at the hospital with him, or I'm going to try to be anyway. Depending on where he is, or depending on um what ho- where he what hospital he's at. Uh, we are definitely gonna work on that. Oh, excuse me. But I'm just basically what I'm saying is that I'm struggling, and I've already had to take another anxiety med today, or like, sorry. Um, I think that's why I'm yawning so much because I just had to take a medication not too long ago. Uh, because my anxiety's been up. I've been so worried. Um, and so when I was having a conversation with um, both my counselor and my caseworker today, so so my caseworker is like, well, I want to say this one thing, and yeah, she's like, well, at least it's a few months away, so we don't have to think about it. Everything is fine for now until, you know, we have to think about it. So he starts doing okay for now. She's like, if they took him in right away, um, then I would be more worried if, he had to go in like yesterday or like in a few weeks from now. But where it's a couple of months away, that things should be fine. Um, the things happening to him are very rare, and then the doctors tell you the worst scenario just in case it doesn't happen, just in case it happens, but it very rarely happens. But um, but like I told her, there really isn't any guarantees on any of that, and that's what I've tried to explain to her. There are really no guarantees. Uh, if Jason didn't sign the paperwork saying that he was going to go in for this particular surgery, uh, technically, without the surgery, he'll die without the surgery. So there is no telling he'll survive without the surgery. Um, then we also talked about what could happen. So basically, the doctors try to prepare you for either outcome. Um, so Jason did sign the paperwork to do the surgery. Um, and he did tell me he did do that after talking to the doctor and everything. We did send him home with a website so that we could look at um, what the surgery is going to look like, how things are going to be, things like that. Um, so there are still some risks. Some may not be as bad as others. Um, if he does make it through, uh, when he does when he does get home, he will have to take it easy for a couple of days or maybe a week, depending on his healing time, how he feels. Uh, and and if something does go wrong, uh, it may take him a little bit. Like so, he may have to stay in the hospital. Uh, as long as he's alive, I can live with him being in the hospital. Uh, so I am hoping that things do go well. That he does make it out of the hospital. Um, and I hope that you guys pray for us. Uh, I'm going to be doing a lot of praying, and hopefully, if you guys are watching this, I hope you guys do a lot of praying too, because this is big. This is actually very big, and I'm gonna need you guys' help and support on this because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to go through this on my own. I am gonna need a lot of help and support when it comes time for him to have his surgery. Because like I said, I don't think I can do this on my own. I'm definitely really gonna need some help on this. Uh, I know he tells me he's not going anywhere and that he will be around for a while. But also, he can't guarantee that. I mean, he can make promises, but you can't always guarantee or promise if you don't know what's going to happen. But I understand and get what he's saying. And I think, he was trying to make me feel better, reassuring me that he'll be okay. But the problem is, I am not. I am not okay. The more I tried to be okay, and I try to show him that, I am okay. But I'm not okay. right now, my anxiety is through the roof. My anxiety is pretty high right now. I had to take some medications to help with it. I had to take medication so I'm not freaking out as much. And then that way I don't get any chest pain from freaking out that much. But I can't help it. A lot of people notice, but I can't help it. And I don't even want to think about losing him because I don't think I can handle that. I really do not think I can't handle that. I know that like a lot of people ask me like a lot of questions and I can't always answer them. The only thing I can do is really take things day by day and make sure that he knows that I'm still here, I'm not going anywhere, and I know that he needs a lot of support as well. Uh, and I get that. And I want to be able to provide that for him. And I want to be able to provide that for him. But I don't know who would provide that for me. I want right now I'm rambling and I don't even know what I'm saying at the time right now. Um, I did take a pill, so um, to help me relax and calm down. So I think that's the reason why my brain is a little scattered. Uh, but anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update on Jason and how things are going for him right now. Um, so if you guys are joining in, and I had some bad news about my husband. He is going in for heart surgery, and he may or may not make it out of it. So that's pretty much where we are right now. Um, but I do want to let you guys know that I will definitely keep you guys updated and let you guys know what is happening. Um, I will definitely. So this video I had to get permission from him to do, so I think he's okay with this one. I will do another one at some point. I will continue letting you guys know how we're doing. Um, I think for right now, we're gonna cut things short. Um, I am not doing too well, and I need time to relax and figure things out. All right, I will jump back on sometime to let you to talk about it more. Any questions, comments, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.